camera. Otherwise, ushapo man.
Sharp.
Away, away.
Yeah.
No, Khodmane, actually, it's a very huge privilege to actually be seated here with you because I don't know if you remember, but like you're one of my Khodmane elo ranking khale anza re groomer. Because I remember there was a time when I did a performance when I was still a rapper. Go what is now called Atmosphere.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and you were telling me, "Ore mona, don't stop, keep going, keep pushing." You understand? And yeah, because of certain circumstances, Mutabadi said, "Alright, I'm patwelle," and even through it all, I saw your consistency and your like like being persistent in each and everything that you do. So I'm really inspired by you, Hotman. So yeah, today we are going to be talking about the businesses that you're currently pushing, especially as a young person, because this platform is for young people to be inspired in anything that they want to do, whether it is business, podcasting, as we are doing, anything that they want to do. It's a platform for them to be, inspired and enlightened, and to see that another person is pushing. So Hotmani, without further ado, can you please just tell us hore Nyakallo Mokoena ke mang le hore o pushang, Hotman?
That's always a tough question, eh? Nyakallo Mokoena. I'm from Sasolburg, born and bred. I've been pushing business for, I don't know, bro. It's been years. Well, not necessarily business, but I can say being an entrepreneur for years, because I first started my entrepreneurial journey in primary school, selling popcorns and stuff like that. And it's something that I grew with, something that I'm passionate about. I'm also a student. I'm a law student, but I'm almost done. So I might be an attorney if I decide to actually pursue that law career further. Other than that, I'm just a servant of the universe.
Wow. So speaking about like law and you studying law, how important is it for young entrepreneurs to have that law background in terms of, like, for example, reading of contracts, if ever they're offered something, how important do you feel it is? Is it the reason why you decided to do law because you started as a businessman? Yeah.
Yes. Like I said, I've been like in my journey, man. There's been ups and downs. I remember back in 2015, 16, 17, when we had the shop go Maboneng, and unfortunately we had to close the shop. Dude, it was a terrible year for myself because we lost a lot of money, got into debt, and one of the reasons I took the biggest knock was due to contract.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes when you just naive, you just sign, and you're just happy you get in this, you get in that. But now when things that don't go according to plan, there's contracts that you are now legally obliged to fulfill. So it's something that actually pushed me to actually do law so that I don't have to hear from someone else. Okay, I still have people that, that would give me a second opinion or double read the contract for me, but I read it myself first. In most cases, I draft my own contracts. For me, it helps me understand what I'm putting my name into, what I'm putting, Yeah, I hope it makes sense.
Yeah, no, it definitely makes sense. But like, I would like to know, and I also believe that the viewers would like to know, do you perhaps have an idea as to what that thing was that led you to, what that clause was that led you to closing?
Agreements, like I don't know if how well you understand lease agreements.
Yeah.
So in most cases, in that instance we had to sign a 5-year lease
Okay.
with Mabone because they were still developing the place.
Okay.
So when we closed the business, we were still liable to paying rent
Oh, rent.
for 5 years.
Jeez.
You understand? And okay, if I knew what I know now, what we should have done was to rather take what you call it, like have a penalty clause, because we actually closed our shop within 1.5 year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, within 1.5
And
year.
then you had a lease that was left for 3.5 years.
So you have to pay.
Okay.
So we had to pay for that 5 years. So that's, I mean, dude, we took our machines, everything, and because now the lease was signed on a personal capacity, it was now left with me, not with the business. And I mean, even the business didn't have money then.
Yeah.
You understand? Because the business Leona Habe, it's a legal person.
Yeah.
You understand? That's why it has its own registration number. Had we just signed everything under the business, then I wouldn't have taken that punch.
Jeez.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. But I also believe that it was a lesson learned, né?
No. That's school fees, man.
Yeah.
That's school fees. You have to pay school fees. It's very expensive, but can't take away that experience now.
Yeah. No, I hear you. It's not really recent. I think it's about a couple of months back. I saw a picture on Instagram that you took with people from Spa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw the Mcofana, the coffee beans on the shelves.
Yeah.
Can you please just take time to explain, like, to our people, how the process of getting to into retail, into retail, because it looks like there's a lot of monopoly involved in that.
True.
You understand? It looks like, it's only for a certain group of people, because I think you've also worked at retail, right? Yeah. Yes, yes, and we know that there are certain companies that rent out certain shelves.
Yeah.
You understand? So in order for you to say that I also want a piece, how did that come about?
Took a while.
Yeah.
Took a while. A lot of convincing. A lot of meetings. When I first approached Bar, I actually approached the head office, and then so now when I approached the head office, because I'm a small business, there's a lot of red tapes. First of all, when you want to get into retail, there's a lot of red tapes. Fortunately for Spa, it's a franchise business, so every single spa that you see is owned by a person, unlike your Checkers, which is owned by ShopRite. You understand? So now the advantage of that was that I was now able to speak either to the manager or the owner.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, because this is information I got at head office, because they told me, okay, it's fine. The problem is you're still small. We can't take this much because there's a lot of paperwork that they want. I mean, they need insurance of close to 2 million. Just, you must have that. Dude, it's a mess. You must have an auditor that audits your factory monthly, and they choose they have a database of their own accredited auditors. I mean, an auditor to share, just make an appearance close to 20K. You understand? And that person must come every month.
So it's 20K every month.
20K every month.
Just for the auditor.
Just for the auditor. I mean, for safety purposes, so that when somebody buys your product, they can say, okay, where it was made, it was a clean environment, so that you also avoid lawsuits. But it's costly. And then you the packaging. Your packaging must be right. Barcodes must be right. You must buy a barcode. You can't just Google a barcode and put it. No, you buy a barcode. It must be under your product's name. It must, like, when you scan this barcode, it will say Lebahang ground coffee 250 gram. Okay. That's what it will say. Even if you Google it, it will give you that. So that, because there's a number of products. You understand? There's a number of products, so everyone must have a unique number. Yeah. So that's the other thing they want in retail. So let me summarize this for you. So that's how I actually started with retail. I went to the managers. They gave me a shot. I put my product on the shelves, and then you find a different ball game. Now we're talking space. Now, like you mentioned, space. My competitor, dude, can give away stock worth thousands. Can give away pallets to the store just to get more shelf space. You understand? Yeah. That's why you find, if you go into any shop, you find that if not an aisle, half of the shelf is owned by one company. There can be 20 different products, but they owned by one. By one company. So it's easy for them to take as much shelf space as possible. And remember, in retail, it's about eye level, it's about accessibility, and it's about pricing also. Yeah. So if my product is nice in packaging but it's not visible, it's not gonna sell.
That's true.
If my pricing is not market related, it's not gonna sell. True. That was one of the other problems that I experienced. Especially, I don't wanna sound like I'm racist or anything. Yeah. When it comes to because most of the spots that I have are owned by white people. Yeah. And they would price my coffee so expensive that it doesn't sell, even though I've given them at a proper price. And they would just put it at a very, very, very high price, and it becomes difficult to sell. But then my competitor on the other side, like, my competitor is literally next to me.
At a lower price.
At a lower price.
Jeez.
You understand? So sometimes I remember there was a time when I even went to one of the stores in Main Lane, and my product was put behind another product.
Jeez.
You understand? But that's not, I wouldn't say that's the shop's fault. That's my competitor. Because there's merchandisers.
There's merchandisers.
Yes. I don't have merchandise. I merchandise myself. Okay. So now, I cannot be in Main Lane every day. I cannot be in Queenswood every day. I cannot be in Fana Bay every day. But my competitor is there every day. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. So those are the challenges. The best place for me that works for me currently best is Macro.
Okay.
Yeah, Macro for me is the best platform for me.
So you're currently at Macro?
Yeah, but on Macro online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Macro online. We're still working on towards going to retail. I mean, on the shelves. But yeah, we'll see where that goes, because I might not be involved in the company much longer.
Okay. Yeah. And why is that?
Well, I sold my company.
Oh.
Yeah. Jeez. Sold my company. Starting afresh.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you no longer you no longer own Mcofana?
Nah.